He's on 5 cards, man. I wish we could, like, try and get him to deck out, because that would be very, very funny. Hello, and welcome back to Marineford TCG. My name's Joe. Drink of the day is a cold can of Red Bull. And Purple Black Luffy is even better in the OP12 format. So, we only really gained 1 card from this set, which is this Robin. But this Robin checks so many boxes for the deck. It's a 6 cost, which is perfect for our going first curve. You're going to ramp with Zoro, or Maria, or Robin. And then you're going to have 6. Well, we can play this. It scams cards out of our opponent's hand, which makes it easier for us to push for an aggressive lethal, or pivot and play board. It's a massive blocker, which gives us good defense. And unlike Beer Luffy and Rush Luffy, it doesn't require your opponent to have 5 Don. So they're going to be naturally on 4 if they're not playing a ramp deck. And this is just a perfect play on 6. You get 2 cards out of their hand. You still get to swing with your leader. They get this massive blocker that's probably going to block a hit on the next turn. It's really strong. I really do think this is a big buff for this deck. So credit for this list does go to Hachi. I'll have a link to their X account in the description. They won a flagship with this exact list, but they had 1 extra Sanji and 1 less Robin. I just wanted to fully try the Robin. I was like, well, let's go with 4, and then maybe we'll go down to 3 afterwards. But honestly, it feels quite good at 4. The other really neat inclusion you have is Hell's Judgement. And this is a classic card. There's a 2 Don counter event, Don -1. 2 of your opponent's leader or characters get minus 3,000 power for the turn. It also has a trigger where if your opponent has 6 or more Don on their board, you can force them to return a Don. This doesn't come up that much, but I could see some situations where it could. But yeah, this debuff is so good into Green Zoro, who loves to restand, the 6-cost Luffy, who loves to restand, Sanji, who loves to restand. This power down is so valuable at the minute, and it's really interesting to see people playing with this Hell's Judgement. And I mean, you'll see in these games, it feels really, really good. The fact that it's 2 Don for 6k counter, and sometimes you get to use that counter twice on these restanding things. Man, it feels really, really good, this card. I'm a big fan of Hell's Judgement. So that's about it. We've got quite a few games here. I do hope you enjoy them. I was having a good laugh with this deck. And I really hope we get to see some Purple Black Luffy representation in the final CS over in Japan next weekend. That'd be really cool to see. Either way, thank you for listening to me talk about the deck. Here's the games. Got to give him to Zoro, and I will be taking first. No, I don't like that hand. I do like this hand. This hand's solid. We've got our ramper. We've got something to ramp to. We've also got this. He's fine. He's fine to ramp to. It's not really what I want to. The ideal would be the Black Robin. If we can get the Black Robin off the life or the draw or something like that, that'd be the dream. But this is still fine. Game on. And we'll hit him with the old 7k. And then pass it over. We've even got one of our Hell's Judgments for later, which is pretty cute. Pass it over there. Does he have the Kuina for 4? That could be very strong. No Kuina, you love to see it. Kuina is such a good card, man. So strong. Yeah, just going to swing 8. Seems reasonable. We'll take Maria, not really helpful. Black Robin off the... Called it! No. Pre-recorded? Marineford pre-records his games? The question now is, what do we ditch, right? Well, we go 5-on-5, of course. I think we just ditch the Black Sanji. He's pretty good, though, next turn. But I think the beer is better. I think I'm going to ditch the Black Sanji, but not... I'm not thrilled to. I'm not thrilled to do that. But it is what it is. We'll force him to ditch 2 cards here. Which is tough. He goes out to 4 in hand, right? So he wanted to counter that 5. Which is perfectly reasonable. But yeah, he's going into a 6 Don turn with 4 cards in hand, and we've got a big blocker. Which is nice. And if he has Toshigi, he can swing 9 into this. We will defend it with the 2k, 1k. We'll take the life. Then next turn, we'll just hold 1 up for the Hell's Judgement. And the Hell's Judgement gets crazy value. We'll pass it over there. Then I'll have a look at what he got rid of. He got rid of a Paradise Waterfall and a Resound event. Lovely. 2 really strong cards. Does have the Chigi, very nice. Going to rest down the Robin. 3 Dons here. Very much expecting a swing of 9 into this. Unless this 1 Don there is something he really needs to do with it. Yeah, I didn't think so. We do fortunately have exactly the right amount of counter. Save this. Which is pleasant. Otherwise, we would lose the Robin, and I might have even made a different play last turn. But yeah, we'll give him the 2k, 1k. And then we'll take the leader swing, of course. Yes. Very good. Very good. Yep, 9 here. Indeed, we'll take that one. 2k is lovely. 2k is lovely. Then we'll see a pass, I'm sure. Yes, we do see a pass. So we can ramp to this. It doesn't work out very nicely. I wish we had a giant instead. I think the beer is the only choice, though. And we do want to leave 2 up for Hells. I'll probably attack with the Robin. So if that's going to be 6, we'll go 7, 8. So let's go with the 7. Go with the beer, then we'll go with the 8. And we'll leave 2 up for Hells. I think that's fine. We're putting on good pressure, right? Putting on good pressure. Likely to get either 2 cards, 1 life, or 2 life. Or clear the blocker. The options are multiple. Then next time we'll probably see the what's it come down? The Big Mihawk. The Big Mihawk. Does look like he's gonna at least not block this one. Is he gonna take? He is gonna take. I wonder if we ever go. Do we ever go 5-7 here? I'm actually gonna go. Do we need the plus cost? We don't. These all freaking hit original cost anyway, so it doesn't do anything. Gonna go 7-5 actually. I've probably should have started with 5 if I'd thought about it a little bit more. We could have gone 5-7-7. But now that we've gone with 7, let's go with another 7 and then do the 5. Because he might counter this 7. You never know. It's gonna block. Works with me. 1 card, please, sir. Cool. Peroni. Pass it over. We've got 2 open for Hells. Hells going to be very important this turn. To protect both our life and our dudes. Depending on what he does, of course. All depends on his plays. And Mihawk is what I'm expecting. He could have another Chigi, though. That would also be good. There's the Mihawk. Very nice. This card's so crazy. Hunter just does everything. It's nuts. Yeah, restands 4. Is he going to pile them all on? Or is he going to hold any for events? What's happening? But the Hells is lovely because it puts -3 on and all these dudes are at 7. We minus this, we minus this. That's it. We don't have to give him any cards. That's the turnover as soon as we drop the Hell's Judgment. Such a good card. He can attack into this Robin, of course, but that's... yeah, that's it, right? That is the only thing he can attack. So we'll go Hell's Judgment, return 1, minus this, resolve. Now this can't threaten anything except this Robin, which that's fine. You can threaten the Robin, it's cool. You can do 5 to Robin. Amusingly, if this was upright, we could have blocked with it and saved the Robin. But yeah, you can only take out the Robin here. It'd be really funny if he attacked this. Yeah, it's genius. We could have saved that, but I don't think it's worth it. I don't think that's worth it. Can I restand and... Sure. Nice meme, bro. Nice meme. We got a Frankie. Frankie's going to be pretty good this turn, I think. I do want to develop some level of defense. And we need some cycle. This hand is not good. Let's ditch those. We'll trash this. Game 1, game 1. Another Frankie is not amazing. I'd kind of like to clear this. We're going to lose a lot of Dons here this turn, but that's okay. That's okay. There's no Dons open, which is nice. Let's go 9 to Tashigi. Yeah, we do lose Dons, but we've got no Giants, so it's whatever. It's whatever. Just gonna let it go. Seems good. Seems good to me. Now we can just go 11, get him down. I'd kind of like to get some more cards, though. We can go 9-9 here. It's pretty reasonable. We've got 2 2Ks, a 1K, and a blocker. going to take this one, presumably. Seeing as he skipped block a step. Yep. And then we'll hit him with another 9. Nice aggression. Nice aggression. He's got to give us a block and a 2k at the very least. Could have gone 8-10, reasonably. 8-10 might have actually been better. But he's not. He's going to go down to 1 anyway. He's going for game, maybe? It's like, he can have Dead Man's Game. We don't have any Dons, but we didn't have any events anyway. So, we've got 5k counter. If he doesn't have Dead Man's Game, resting the Frankies. And I guess he can just Tashigi or Kuina, right? He does still have that Kuina from right at the start. So, he could just do that. That's feasible. Yeah, so they'll hit original cost. It's really frustrating that they all hit original cost. It's so good. Right. Well, we've got a decent push at lethal next turn, especially if we can save like our dudes. Especially this one. You never know quite what the Zoro's lethal game is going to be, because they have so many options. They have Dead Man's Game, they have Kuina, they have the restand event. They've got so many different ways to do it. Cavendish certainly is a way. Restands. So it doesn't look like he's going for lethal at least. This has got to be 4 for Kuina. Then could do a really big swing into the PB Luffy. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. Yeah, it's kind of tough, you know. Tashigi, I mean, that works too. Slightly less efficient than Kuina, but a much better body. Much, much better body. She's got 8. He's going to go, or he's going all in. He will get the removal. We can 2k to force him to tap the Mihawk, though. Which I think is good enough. Because if he taps the Mihawk, he doesn't have any blockers. Restand, yeah, you can deal the damage. But, like, we get to keep this now. No trigger on that. Does this attack? You'll get the removal. He doesn't know that. He doesn't know. We could, if he has a 2k and he attacks with this, the game's like turbo over, right? Surely. Surely. I think he needs this blocker. I do think he needs this blocker. He's thinking, and we've got a really interesting turn next turn as well, right? Because we can just pull the trigger. And I'll probably do like some kind of a test poke to see how it's looking. Before doing anything like that. We can like play a 3rd blocker, leave 3 blockers up and Hell's Judgment. Which is pretty hot. We can leave a bunch of Dons open so that Dead Man's Game can't quite get him there. Okay, he's just hit us with the pass. Gives us, we draw a Sanji for turn. The fact we get to keep our beer is so nice. And we don't necessarily need to go for game, but I think we are sort of in a position where it's very favourable. Or possibly the best play for us to go for game. Looks like this can attack, these can attack. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 swings. He's got 1 blocker, 1 life, no Dons. Surely, right? Surely this goes through. It's just a ton of 7s, right? It's a ton of 7s. 7 with this, play this out for 6. We've got 3 Don, send 2 back. We've got 4 Don. This is at 7. It's like 7, 7, 5, 7, 9, 9. Something like that. That's pretty good. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a math win. We can weave this 5 in whenever it seems best. Yeah. But like the fact that we have the option to play defensively with another blocker and Hell's Judgment. Just another nice thing to have, right? It's another nice thing to have. It's going to take that one. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter when we swing with this now. Let's just swing 5. We've committed. Let's commit. Let's fully commit. You just have to believe. Gives the Kuina. We knew about that one. We'll deploy this. Going for 7. Dot -2. Game 1, game 1. Yep, then we've got 799. He's got to counter this 7, and a 9. It's not possible. That's a math win. Good game there against the Zoro. Interesting that he left 0 Dons open for his events. I think this lobby's lagging a bit. I think that's why this game has taken quite a long time. But it was a good representative game of how this matchup should go, right? We got our stuff. He pretty much got everything he could have wanted. He got 2 Tashigis. He got the Mihawk. He got like a decent turn last turn. I don't think it was the line, but it could have been. Could have been. We'll go another 7. Yeah, if he'd left Dons open for Paradise Waterfall, it would have made our life a little bit harder. And I'd have maybe been more inclined to go with a defensive line. He's going to give us... Does he actually not have the counter for this 7? He actually doesn't. Yeah, fair enough. His only counter with it was this. Yeah, fair play. I'll play to our opponent. Let's move on. We've got a game into the real One Piece. We don't have a good ramp. I don't like Maria in this matchup. Because we don't get swing 6 on 3. So that's mulligan. Oh, this is not good. We might just lose immediately with no ramp. We play 12, not sim 1. Oh, that's bad. That's really bad, actually. Wow, I'm not liking our odds in this game. But we'll see. You never know. Yeah, that's not a good start, though. No ramp at all. Tough. He doesn't swing. Why would you not swing there? That's a little crazy. I'll play this turn. Yeah, I'll play this. So we'll swing 7. I'm very confused as to why he didn't... Did he just forget? Or... It seems intentional, though. I don't know. Whatever. We'll gain 5. End the turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Game 1, game 1. So we rammed. It's a turn late. Maybe I could have just kept the Maria from the previous hand. But I don't know. It didn't feel great. 7 Dons. Bon Clay. Okay, he's got the double ramp. Very nice. He got the triple ramp. Didn't need it. He's not attacking us. I don't really understand why. But it is what it is, I guess. This is not going to be... But this can ramp us, actually. This can ramp us quite heavily. So let's go with... Is there ever a reason to, like, not use the leader effect? And use it at the end? No, I don't think so. We would go to 10. But we're going to go to 9 anyway. We don't have Giant, so this is fine. Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. Sorry, it was just an interesting thought there. But I don't think it was correct. We'll game 5 for a laugh. And we're at 7. I'd like to swing at least 9. So that this can't be gear. In which case we may as well just swing 10. Yeah, and then we'll pass. Turn 1. Just whatever. 2K Sanji. I don't really know why he's starving us. I mean, we're going to go with... He's going to Red Rock, sure. He's just starving. I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm a little confused. We're not going to take the starve anymore. We could just go with another beer Luffy, though. Like, he's not putting on any pressure. We can also go with this. Take out the Bon Clay. Let's go with this, first of all. We'll take a Frankie here, I think. That could be cute. Rest down this. Game 1, game 1. We'll go 2 to 1. Take out these guys. Nope, he's going to say no. Okay, well... I do kind of want this gone. It's probably worth another swing. Burner Giant's fine. I'm really confused as to why he wasn't attacking. Let's see, he gets his 2K Sanji. So as soon as he does play a character, he can't, like, remove this. Yeah, that's fine. Is this going to attack? It feels like he knows what he's doing, because he's done it every turn, right? He's not, like, abandoned the strategy of starving. But it does feel a little odd. We'll give him the 1K there. Lin. Sure. Yeah, I'm confused. I can't lie. I'm very confused. I think we're gonna go with the Rush Luffy. Just start applying some pressure. We can hold 2 for Hell's Judgment, which is cool. Let's just go 6 into Bonkade. Get rid of that. We'll go. If we go 6 for this, return 2. No, we can only go 7. We can go 7, 7, 7 here. It's really not that bad. And still hold 2 for Hell's Judgment. Not that. And I really did want 1 on my leader, because otherwise he can life this. Sure, we'll just go 7, 7, 7. We got, what, 3 2Ks there? Yeah, we've got a Frenosuke, we've got a Sanji. Is he going to give us 1 more 2K, or is he going to go down to 1? And we've got 2 for the Hell's Judgment, which is a really clean get out of the Lin swing. Unless he swings 10 with it, which I think is somewhat unlikely. Shows us an army. Does he have the thing? Does he have this, the 9-cost Sanji finally? He's been putting on top though. He's not been cycling, I don't believe. Yeah, we'll go 2 for Hell's Judgment. We've done -1. Minus this. Resolve. It's so clean, right? It's kind of genuinely quite good. I'm impressed by the Hell's Judgment so far. Red Rocks are angry Luffy. This is at 3. The most it can swing is 7. It could reasonably swing 5 here, I think. Okay, this is going to swing 7. Well, we can't let that happen. We need to protect our mans here, I think. The run block is interesting. We've got a lot of options here. We do have a lot of options. Getting another angry Luffy down seems good, though. Let's go 6. Let's go 7. Okay. The same shit again. 7. Use the card action. 1, 2. Game 1, game 1. Get another brick. That's quite bad, actually. That is quite bad. He gives us another 2k. If we go here, the Hell's Judgment is super clean. I think I'm going to pussy out and go there. Yeah, yeah, the Hell's Judgment's still very clean this turn. He's been playing very weird, though. I mean, he played double red rocks on our dudes. Yeah, we're going to... Tell me if you've seen this one before, chat. So weird, man. If he wants to swing big, he will get it. Sanji Lin not going to remove anything. Ditch the gold thread, heals up. But can't giant. Can't giant. He's only got 3 cards. So we want to swing... Can we swing 10s? We can swing 10, 10, 10. We can swing a lot of 10s, actually, here. We've got a decent chance at lethal. Do we even need to go for it? Not really. We do have giant. We have this. We have a blocker we could go for. Let's start with... He's only got 1 Don. Let's start with 8 from Sanji. He is going to gear. Okay. Okay. So we've got 3 swings. He's only got 2 cards. Can go 8, 8, and then big. It's quite reasonable, right? We'd want to attack with leader first, though. It's never quite guaranteed, I don't believe. That's nice, though. It's very nice. This should be guaranteed triggers aside now. Oh, yeah. I'm clicking on the wrong thing. On the moron. Yeah. Okay, then we go 12. Nice, well played. That was a really weird game. It felt like that guy knew what he was doing, right? Just hard starving. I've not come across anyone playing that way before. But I mean, we drew, what, like 2 of these. It's pretty good. The Hell's Judgment put in a lot of work there as well. Although if it was giant, it would have kind of done the same thing, mostly. But, hey. It was fine. Yeah, weird game there. Very odd. I'm going to include this one. Let me know your thoughts. Do you think he was playing correctly? I guess maybe if he'd seen Sanji combos earlier, he might have been in a better spot. But he wasn't bottoming all the stacks, so I really don't know. Let me know what you think. Either way, well played to our opponent. Let's move on. We're going to go into blue-purple Sanji. We're going second. Not thrilled by that hand. Frankie's fine. I think I'm going to mulligan. I mean, that's a lot of a bet. Whoa, that's 4 searches. That's crazy. That's crazy. We are going to need to be careful of, yeah, when we can actually drop our stuff. That's a lovely pickup. Let's go with one of these. It's Frankie or Giant. I think I'll take a Giant for later. You never know. Do I value getting this down? We'll be on 4. We could swing 5-5. 5-5 into Sanji is pretty good. Yeah, let's drop this. I'll grab a Frankie. Push the beer to the top just in case. And pass it over. Frankie could be cool. I don't think I'm really that in need of a 2k just yet. I'm happy to take one hit, and Sanji's not like an aggressive deck per se. Goes with that, goes with Kaya. He's getting a lot of cards in his trash, which is nice for him, of course. Which is the Going Merry. Okay, this is like a buggy tech that they play. And the Reiju, that's surprising. Congasei draws a card. Cool. Birth Burst draws 2. She's got 1, 2, 3, 4 events in trash. We'll take this hit. Hell's Judgment's interesting. Robin's something nice to ramp to. That's guaranteed to pry even if our beer wouldn't. We'll go with this. Use the card action. 1, 2. So 1, game 1, game 1, game 1. And then we'll just go 5-5. Well, we could play out some of these events, actually. I think I prefer getting these out of the hand, you know. We'll definitely need one of these. We'll just go with all the events. It's fine. We'll grab a 2k there. And then swing in for 6. He can bottom our lore with Culverin or Birth Burst. Sorry, Birth Burst bounces. I know that. But I feel like he might not want to. You never know. Is this a trigger? Certainly not one he wants to use. That could have been a red rock trigger. That could have been a red rock trigger. Go to that. Go to the pudding. Grabs the Bruchette Blow. That's a pretty nice one for helping him deal with our board. Does use the Culverin. 5 and 5. Ramps back. So if we go with the beer next turn, we will get the buff. We could also just go with the Robin next turn. I don't hate taking one more, though. I think I want the beer. If he has Red Rock, though, we do get punished a little bit by that. But if he has Red Rock, we get kind of punished regardless. There's not a lot we can do about Red Rock. And if we play out the Robin, we can't attack because of this Reiju. So I'm going to take the chance. Game 1, game 1. We probably don't want to hold one for Giant either. So let's just go big. Hit him with the big 9. He'll probably take. Yes. It's over. So Red Rock would be good. If he's using 6 to get rid of R6, it's not the worst feeling in the world. Yeah, he does Red Rock. That's fine. Let's crash the Wedding with the leader effect. That's not a great one. Birth Burst. 5 just to ramp back, of course. Does he want to attack the Rage? He does not. Seems reasonable. I think now we go with this. Because we can still attack, we can attack for 7. Go with this, get some cards. In fact, let's go attack for 7 first. Let's go 7, see what he wants to do with that. And then I'll go with this, trash one of these Hell's Judgments. Don't think we want to at this point. He's going to block and 1k out, that's fine. But now I'd like 2 more of your cards. Sanji does not love having trash cards as well. He may well have some like searcher events, things like Let's Crash the Wedding that he can ditch. But ditch is 3k counter. Wow. You love to see that. I mean, I guess the Jozu kind of does do nothing in this matchup. Because all of our dudes really are like at least 7. Goes another Ray, plays out the Birth Burst. So he's not going to get to remove the Robin this turn. He's now only got 5 Don left. Which is pretty good. 7 into 5. We'll just giant this. I'll ditch one of the Frankies. Buff up, resolve. Would I like to see... Yeah, would I like to see something else? They're not great. I was looking for a second beer Luffy, really, there. But, what can you do? He's going with the Kaya. Ditches the Brachette Blow and the Culverin. Seems sensible. 7. 2 Don for counter events. Sure. We can go with this. We can even restand it. It's not horrible. I'm just going to block and then give him this. Yeah, this never rests anything. Well, it doesn't rest this. Which is the thing you'd want it to rest, right? Now, I think I want to hold 2 for this. If we do Don -2, we do get them back, which is cool. We get 2 back. So we want 2 active. We need to not really do anything else. Let's do that. See what he does with that. He can use his giant. We force him back down to 6 Don. Interestingly, if he goes below 5, we lose our rush, which is quite funny. Not sure how good it is, but it is quite funny. We'll go 5. He's just going to block. I'm going to go 7 into one of these. He does have counter, okay. We got a nice few cards out of him there, and we've got the Hell's Judgment, and we've got a blocker. He's going to crash the wedding. Grabs Birth Burst. Yep, just going to shoot that already. Seems good. Let's crash the wedding again. What's he looking for? Maybe he's looking for this. Yep, does do -3 on that there. Seems reasonable. 6 into 4. That's a really good number for our Hell's Judgment. No blocker. Return 1. Minus this. And minus one of these. Resolve. Nice stuff. Nice stuff. Yep, we'll go block plus 2k. Yeah, we'll give the Maria. Maria is terrible in this matchup. Doesn't want to swing with his other blocker. Seems good. Seems good. Seems good. We don't have any Gum Gum Giants, which is a little bit spooky. I'm a little bit afraid to use this effect, you know. But we can scan some cards here, which is reasonable. Could even go both blockers. I don't have anything I want to trash. These are all just good. These are all 2Ks, right? They're all 2Ks. Let's go with that. We'll trash, I guess, the Robin. Game 1, game 1. Then we'll go with the other block. We're just going to go blocker gaming, I think, here. We'll ditch the Sanji. Force him to trash 2. I'm not going to go with the resound effect on this. Ditches a Concassé and Luffy's the man. Seems good. Let's see if he has... Yeah, let's see if he has any counter for this. Forces a giant, that's fine. We force a giant on a 7-on-7, that's whatever. We'll go 5. He'll block, seems good. Then we'll go 1 more 7. Into lead. He does have the Concassé, okay. Okay. This Sanji that goes forever as well. He's down 13 cards. He's actually remarkably close to decking out, which is quite funny. Does have the Jozu, but that's a brush unit. It's not... I mean, it's fine. It's a fine play, but it's not the best play in the world. We'll just take the free block. It's fine. If he wants to swing 9 to this, we can chump block with Frankie. It's fine. And I think he'll want to keep Dons open anyway. I'll happily take to 0, because we've got 3 blockers. Yeah, I didn't think he'd want to tap that. That is that point in the game where it gets really weird, right? It gets really weird. Hmm. We've still got no giants as well. We've only seen one giant this game, which is a little unfortunate. Go 7. Then we'll go 7, then we'll go 7. Well, let's see. He's got to counter that. Yeah, we force another giant. He's seen a lot of giants. Is that 4 or is that 3? How many giants is that? That's 1, 2, 3. 3 giants. Do we die if we pass? Probably not. We've got 3 blockers. He's got 4 swings. We've also got 8, 10k. I think we're good to go another turn. I think we want to go all in there. Because he can have one more giant and then we're in a pickle. Luffy's the man. He's down to 9 cards in deck as well. Which is actually kind of scary. You know, he's very close to decking out. Goes down to 8. Man, I've never had anything quite like this. What's he looking for? You've now seen your entire deck. Is he trying to deck out on purpose? We'll go no blocker and give him a 1k here. This can't be the restanding Luffy. It's not enough, right? Not for 6. What are we doing here for 6, Don? We're not swinging with Kaya. I don't want to get pranked by anything too crazy, you know? Another blocker. Okay, first. He's on 5 cards, man. I wish we could, like, try and get him to deck out, because that would be very, very funny. Yeah, I mean, let's start with a 9, I guess. 9 seems good. The giant. Down to 3, boys! Okay, so he's got Bruchette below. Let's go with let's go with the 7 now. 7's annoying. That's all 4 giants. That's all 4 giants, right? He can't have any more giants. Let's go another 7. These are all guaranteed cards out of his hand now because there are no more giants. Does still have 2 blockers, but we've still got 4 swings, right? Because this law is very happy to swing. Okay, gives 2k, 1k. So if this is a 4k in Bruchette blow, 5 is very annoying. Yep. And then that's the game. GG's. It was a red one. There's the Conquer-say. That's what I meant, the 4k Conquer-say. Man, he had 1 Sanji, 1 Pudding, and 1 Conquer-say. 3 cards in deck. What a joke. Oh, these Robins are so nice, man. This really makes this deck feel like a lot more complete. Yeah, good game. Well played to our opponent. Let's move on. Got a game to blue-purple Luffy. He's chosen first. We've got ramp. We've got nothing to ramp to, though. I think I'm going to mulligan. Okay, we've got ramp and something to ramp to now. I'm digging it. We can ramp to Sanji. We can ramp to Luffy. We're kind of living. I'm going to take this one for sure. See what he's got for 3. Dofi blocker. I think this card's crap. So many people are including this card now. Maybe I'm just missing something, but I really don't get it. This card does not feel good, from my experience. But we'll see. Maybe he cooks us with it. I'm just going to go with Zoro this turn. Swing in. Keep it simple. And once he passes over, of course. Yep. That's interesting. Remind me how many dons. We have, yeah, a swing of 8 is really good, though, right? A swing of 8 is good. But if this can get, like, a Robin, man, that'd be insane. I'm going to go with the 7, and this does kind of feel a lot worse because you can 2k out. But if this gets a Robin, oh man, it'd be so good. Oh, there we go. Look at her go. Next time we can do 6. We can scam 2 cards out of his hand. If he has 5, of course. But man, this feels quite strong. We just did see the ramp up with the Bon Clay. 8 to 5, absolutely. And we do still need to see our Beerloo. Never mind, there he is. Let's go 6 with this Luffy. If he takes, we'll scam him. If he doesn't take, we'll have to go with something else. He does take, brilliant. Let's go with this. We'll ditch probably the black Sanji there. And then force him to ditch 2 cards. Ditches a 9 mum and an 8 cat. He'll love to see it. Pass it over there. Really good. And if he wants to 8 cat, we can just block his lead swing, right? He can then swing this for 7, but, you know. This gets to cash in at one point anyway. It is what it is. Next turn, we'll probably be looking to go, wow, that is a large swing. Is this 5 for Godthread? Is this 5 to just swing enormous with this guy? Sure. This is a weird line. This is a weird line. Okay, damn, bro. Putting us to 0 already. Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. That's fine. You can just chump block with this, I guess. What do we want to go with here? We do the Frankie. The Frankie could be reasonable. Let's go 2 to 1. You really want to chump block? It's not even chump block. He could have just blocked, but like he didn't want to. He didn't want to. Which I think is fine. I do think it's fine. As long as we hold Dons, we're not in a bad spot. Let's go 6 with the Zoro. See what he does with that. I respect it. I respect him trying to aggro us down. I do respect him. He does get his leader effect next turn. Which could be powerful. We want at least one here. Do we want to just beer? Probably, right? Just beer, hold 2 open. We've got the Giant. We can also just hold the Robin up, right, realistically. Yeah. Yeah. We'll hold. Is 1 enough? It's 1 enough. It's 4k, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It is enough. We can swing 8, 8, 8, and just hold 1. And we can also draw counter off of this. I think it is worth it. Let's go 8. Because this is crazy pressure, right? It's crazy pressure. I've done the math, I think. Yeah, he's going to block that. That's fine. Yeah, you can go 16, but we do have just enough in hand already. And obviously there's the chance that this Giant draws into more counter. Does get a 2k. Like, this aggression's been crazy, right? This aggression's been really, really good. We've cleared everything he's done. He's been very aggressive too, don't get me wrong. 6 here, I guess. Maybe not. Maybe he's considering just swinging 16, right? He's considering it. 7. What's this for? Is this 8 for Kata and then 1 for Giant? It doesn't seem like enough if it is. We can probably let this go, though. Yeah, I think we can let that go. Sanji Linlin. This doesn't remove anything. He goes to 2. He's got no Dons open. Okay. What are our swings with the Rush Luffy, right? It's got to be the play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He can only... he needs to counter a lot of them. We can't do all 8s, though. If we go 8, 8, 8... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can do 8, 8, 8, 7, 7. We can. It's really quite good. Do we need to, though? We can just take another turn, right? We could go with, like, Frankie. We do have a lot of events. I don't really want to Frankie and Luffy, though, is the other thing. We can just hold a bunch of Don for events if we go this and it doesn't work out. Start with 7, yeah, that's fine. We can also leave this up as a blocker. Hmm. 3 Don for that. That's enough. Okay, we're taxing his 2Ks though, at least. Okay, he had a lot of 2Ks. That was slightly unexpected. I didn't expect all those 2Ks. We'll pass it over. 3 open, 1 blocker. And we've got a guy on the board. Oh, I don't put a Don on him. No, we're gonna get fucked by Lin. Oh, have I made a huge mistake here? Oh, that might be a huge mistake. But then we wouldn't have had enough Dons anyway, so I don't know. We'll see here. We'll see. He's placing on top. Don't have another Lin, please. Please don't punish me for my potential mistake. That's a tough call there, though, right? If we go all in, I don't think we get there, not with him having all those 2Ks in hand. And we've now burned so many 2Ks. 11 to 7. This is 11 to 7, 11 to 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 12 to 7. So it's 11, 11, 12 in theory. If we hells out of this brings us down to 8. We can hell plus 2K. Put the other hells here. I don't hate that. No blocker. Hell's Judgment. Return 1. Minus this. And then we'll 2K out with the Robin. 6K debuff, right? For 2 Don. It's not bad in my book. This is 1 for 4, which is slightly better. But still not bad. So this is 7 on 7. Yeah, we'll go no on that one. Just give the Robin here. Sorry, the Law here. And then what this is, maybe 6 for Red Rock. 3 for Dofi block. Man, these goddamn Dofi blockers, I still don't get them. I really don't get this card. But hey, who am I to say? He's going to bottom those. He doesn't like them. Must have a giant in hand. 7. 7 to lead there. Now we'll go no blocker and give Juan Sanji. So we've got 9 Don. We do have 9 Don. I don't think we're ever playing another one of these. We don't have a good way to rest this. I mean, we have this, but it kind of sucks. Costs a lot of Dons. How many 2Ks are giving us now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're usually on 8. The chance of him having more 2Ks is fairly low. But we probably don't need to play around that much. I mean, there is a gear in hand. I don't reckon he's got any more 2Ks, right? He can't have more 2Ks. What did he take off the leader effect, actually? Yeah, it was gear 2. It was gear 2. He can't have more 2Ks. He's given us 5. Surely, ref. Okay, that's the giant, the 7. That's a good sign for us. Now, we know this is a gear 2. We know that's a gear 2. If we go with this, tap down this. So many different options, and I don't quite know which one's the best. If we go with this, we can go 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. That's a lot of 7s, right? I'm feeling that line. He can't have that many 2Ks. Simply can't. He's just going to run out of cards, right? You don't have 2Ks. I know you don't have 2Ks, sir. There's simply no way. 7, and then we can go 7. Use the card action. Yeah, and he leaves. Yeah, sure. He did indeed run out of the stuff. He was gonna at some point. He wants the rematch. I'm good in the rematch. Never mind, he left immediately. Either way, that was a pretty good game against the blue-purple Luffy there. He was really aggressive in the early game. I'm going to include both these games. I had that one game where he just starved me. And now I've had this game where he went incredibly aggressive. I don't know which line I liked better, but hey, we won them both. I'll take it. Gonna give him to Smoker, and we will be going first. We've got Robin. We've got something to ramp too. It's not the greatest, but it could be worse. It could be worse. We'll do this. That's nice. We'll definitely ramp to that then. And we'll go Robin into Robin. Seems strong. He's got the Kujaku. Gonna grab X straight 2k. This could be okay later, I suppose. Let's go with this. Turn 2. Game 1, game 1, game 1. And then we'll hit him with the 7. And I'm sure he'll take that one. Yeah, seems good. 3 Don, probably going to see Sanji. Yeah, 1 Don Sanji. We stand 2. Swing for 7. Very nice. Good play, good play. We'll take this one all day long. That'll be nice later. And we probably don't need this. So let's just go 5. I think he's likely to counter this one. Yeah. Drop this. Ditch this. Force him to trash 2. Just take their resources. Smoker loves having his resources. What do we get? Double Hodies. Okay, we got 2 Hodies out of him. That's not too bad, you know. That's pretty good. I'll take it. Smokey comes down. Does he have the Shigi to protect it? Because otherwise, we're just going to get rid of it, right? It's gone. It's gone. We don't have much counter. We do need to be a little careful. 7. Yeah, we'll take that. That's fine. And then, is this Tashigi and just no swing? Or is he going to swing 8? He's going to swing 8. We don't have a 2k, and I don't really want to block 1-1, so I will take... This is getting a little spooky. Okay, beer's good. Beer's good. I do want to Sanji, though, to get rid of this turn. Start with 4 into 4. See if we can get some value out of the Robin for free. We can. What a treat. We could ramp with this. If we ramp with this for 3, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Dons. We can easily hold 1 for Giant at that point. That seems worth doing. Yeah, and we've got a very more than 5 cost on the board, so we can follow this, get rid of this, and then we'll swing for 6. I kind of want to swing for this as well, actually. Yeah, let's swing for 7. I'm kind of happy to just swing with this. Yeah, I didn't think he'd want to go down to 1 and pass it over, because we're holding 1 for Giant. He's only got 1 swing this turn, unless he wants to play Dragon. And then from next turn, we're going to deploy the beer, most likely, and just get the defense going. We've also got a reasonable shot at lethal next turn with this, which is pretty crazy. He goes with the chopper. That's not a good play, but we've made his life hard for him, right? 7, yeah, no, that's not going to happen. Yeah, and just leaves. I mean, a win's a win, right? Easy as that sometimes. Going into Law, we're going second. We've got double searches, we've got ramp, we've got something to ramp to. I think we should probably keep. It would have been nice if these searches were Laws. But he's going with the beige immediately. Which is That's an extra? What? That's a little bizarre. I don't really know what that's about. But, hey. I'll take one of these. We'll go with the second event. We're getting a beer would be good. No beer. I think we'll just grab the Zoro. It's slightly better than Robin. We can keep the 2k in hand at least. Which is okay. Kid Killer. Yeah, that beige play was very odd. I don't know about that one. Gets the blocker Law. And then he's going to swing 6. We'll take the first swing. There's the beer. That's something really nice. That's really good. So let's go with this. Use the card action. Send back 2. Game 1, game 1, game 1. I'm going to go with the second one as well. Because we don't need... This doesn't do anything in hand. So we can just restand 1. And then we'll swing 6. And we've got 2 3/5s on the board. Which is going to be really helpful into Law. Because you need some aggression into them. Next time we've got the Robin or we've got the beer. We've got the pick of the bunch. He's going to go 5 on 5. We can take this, but we're sort of committing to going with beer. I think that's fine, though. Going beer into Robin is reasonable. Yeah, I'll take the... That could have been a really nice trigger, actually, if he'd had one more done. Goes to the law, picks up the Kin Killer, plays the Kin Killer, grabs a 7-cost law. He'll probably do that next turn. No leader effect, though. He doesn't have a Don in his leader, which is always nice. We could still go with the Robin. I think I do like getting the beer down, though. So let's go 5 with Zoro. He should be hesitant to block, right? Because then we can swing big into it. And removing Law's board, they don't love when you do that. I think we will go with the beer here. Law not famous for playing very much removal. So go 6 with this Zoro. He should probably counter this one. Because this is going to be a lot larger. Yeah, we'll drop the beer. Return 2. Game 1, game 1. Ram this one on. And then go for 8. But like pushing him down to 1, yes, he can use a 7-cost law. Okay, we're getting 2k, 1k, and the block. You'll love to see it. This is really good pressure. That's just because we got to play 2 of these Zoros, right? It was a little bit of luck, I can't lie. But even Robin Zoro would have been sort of the same. Just not quite as good. That's going to attack. Yeah, you can have that. You can have that. We don't have a ton of counter. He's going with the 7-cost law, seems good. Who's going here? Cavendish? No, restand law, okay. It's going to go 6 here. I'm going to counter this one. Because I'm interested to see if this restand law comes out and restands this. Does this attack again? I'm interested to see that. Because he might want to keep this up to be a blocker, right? Maybe the judge. Yeah, we can get that to tap again. That's pretty good for us because we can try and remove this now. And attack his hand with the Robin. That seems fine. I'm fine to let that go now. Getting this guy to tap again. I think is good. So we can do this. We're going to go with the Robin. What are we trashing with the Robin? Probably the Hell's Judgment. We could go with Hell's Judgment next turn. It's not bad at all. We could trash a Giant, I guess. We could just not do this and then Robin trash this. There's nothing I'm particularly looking for. Yeah, let's do that. Let's just trash the event. And force him to trash 2. It's like, getting hit with this when you're exactly 5. Oof, man, I've been on the receiving end of this too much. It does not feel good. Really does not feel good. That's 40% of your hand you've got to trash. That's tough. That's tough. And then they get a 6-7 blocker. Kinda silly. What do we get rid of? We get rid of the Killer Searcher that we knew he had. And a Bonnie blocker. Not bad, not bad. So holding 1 for Gum Gum Giant's decent. I think what I'm going to do here is swing 8 into Law. Send back 2. Game 1, game 1. Because if we can get rid of this, it's always a result clearing Law's board. And then I'm going to go 8 into 5. And he's going to take, and we're going to pass it over. So we are going to defend our characters. The Hell's Judgment on its own should be enough. We do also have a 2k, if it comes to it. He may well just start with 9 into 7, thinking, hey, that's a pretty good number. But when Hell's Judgment's around, it's actually a pretty terrible number. Which is quite funny. Okay, he's going to go 11. Maybe we go with the Giant then, right? Maybe we go with the Giant. Judgment takes this down to 8, and we could 2k out. We could put the -3 on, like, the restand law. He would, in theory, potentially have enough to take it out. We still have the blocker we can block with. Let's try this. I'm interested to see how this works, right? Because he's not going to want to swing, like... Okay, he's got Cavendish. Is he going to swing 9 on 7? He could do, but then he's got no blockers, and he probably just dies to this. So I think he really does need to get a blocker down. Okay, he's going to go 9, though. He's going to go 9. Well, let's just block and go for game, then. Simple. He's going to pick that up. Reveals Koshiro. Sure. He could... This would be very funny. It's not correct, but it would be very funny. We'll deploy this. Attack for 7. Return 2. Game 1, game 1. It's going to give us 2k, 1k. What did he pick up? He picked up the beige 2k. So we know he has another 2k. But 7 here into 9 into 10 is guaranteed. So it doesn't really matter. Because he has no blockers. He needed to develop a blocker there, man. I'm very surprised he didn't. He must have not had one. Yep, send these back. And then we'll just go 10 again. Because this is just a Koshiro. There's no trigger. Yep. Cool. Well played to our opponent. Pretty convincing win, honestly. We didn't draw anything too crazy. We just drew our curve. And it seemed like he did not have the tools to answer it. The double Zoro at the start was pretty good, actually. I'll tell a lie a little bit. The double Zoro at the start was pretty crazy. Hey, it is what it is. Well played to our opponent. Let's move on. So, what do you think? I think this deck has some real chance. This Hell's Judgment, man, into the green Zoro and things like that feels really good. If you can survive the first couple turns against them, man, this feels really, really strong. And the fact that you have all these just 7k units, which are the same power as your leader, so they don't have a preferential target, it does feel really, really good. I'm a big fan of this deck. There's definitely some room for mixing things up. You could easily cut this one Sanji. You could play the 9-cost Luffy. That's another really powerful card. You could even go to a 4th Hell's Judgment. The card does feel that good to me that I could see you doing that. Also, people do have their preferred blockers. I was just going with the Frankie because that's what Hachi had in his list. And it feels good. But you could go with the 4-2 Nami. You could go with the 3-cost Robin. There's a few different blockers you can put in this slot to sort of suit your playstyle. 7-cost Sanji, I could also see cutting one of these. But there is a lot of bricks in this deck already. So if you were cutting this, I think you would really want to include another counter card. Just to help with the brick situation sometimes. Jet Gatling, another consideration. But either way, I think this list is pretty cool. Congratulations to Hachi for winning their flagship. And thank you for watching. And I hope you have a lovely rest of your day.